The first official trailer for Marvel's next animated series, Marvel Zombies, just dropped yesterday, and I want to talk about it here with you all. Now, originally, I was supposed to be uploading another video celebrating the 50th anniversary of Jaws, but Universal Pictures had other plans. They hit me with not one, but two separate copyright claims anytime I used a single ounce of footage from the film. So while that video is sinking to the bottom of the ocean, along with my respect for Universal Pictures as a company for doing that, let's talk about something else that completely caught me off guard in the best way possible. Marvel just dropped that first trailer for their new animated series called Marvel Zombies, and honestly, it was way better than it had any right to be. Gritty, gruesome, and dripping with the kind of throwback energy that hit me right in the childhood feels. I think that Marvel might have an under-the-radar hit with this one here, and I want to break down why that is from what they showed us in the trailer. I've now watched the trailer multiple times, which is something that I don't get too often with a lot of other more recent trailers that Marvel projects have gotten in recent years. This trailer was just everything that you would want from a series like this. I'm not a big comics guy, but something that does make this interesting is that the comic runs that are derived from this idea of zombies in the Marvel universe is actually a lot more recent than people think it is. The first several comic runs for this idea spawned in the early to mid 2000s by Mark Millar and Robert Kirkman. I think the big idea behind why they made these comics is because they wanted to explore a twisted mirror version of the Marvel universe where the world's greatest heroes, villains, and what seems like a lot of humanity are turned into the flesh eaters that we know them to be. Essentially, with the way that the trailer is depicting it, this is taking place in our main timeline MCU that we've been used to for the last 15 years, but paints it in a what-if style scenario based on zombies being a real thing that happened. Marvel has already done a what-if show, and Zombies is just another spin-off version of it, but this time around, I would imagine that this show doesn't run for more than just one season. As of right now, Marvel Zombies is only slated to have 4 episodes, of which we don't know the full length of yet. That is definitely my one cause for concern, as I am hoping that these 4 episodes will have felt worth it. In the end, if they all are around an hour long, hopefully this can just be a 3.5 to 4 hour long big movie that we can all binge at once when it drops. Aside from that, I also think that this show should be getting a Halloween release date. When I think of Zombies, I think that would be more suited to have a Halloween effect to it by releasing it around that holiday, but I digress. They aren't going to change the release date now. The reason that I mentioned in the intro that this trailer struck a chord with me as far as basically hitting a point of nostalgia for my childhood is because I have grown up with a lot of different zombie entertainment as a kid and a teenager. I played and watched a lot of shows, movies, and video games related to zombie stories. For those watching, if you were like me and you grew up playing Call of Duty Zombies, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. The trailer utilizing heavy metal music to give us the tone and vibe of the series is where that nostalgia came back for me. Playing games like Call of Duty Black Ops 2, which is probably my favorite video game of all time, and running through the zombies mode, especially on a map like Origins, and you hear the metal music playing in your ears as you go through the map and mow down zombies, is one of the funnest things that I did. Even a game like Black Ops 3 pulls off this same concept that Marvel Zombies does with the whole mirrored what-if storyline. The campaign in that game has its own mode called Nightmares, where it's the same storyline with the same characters, only you fight against zombies instead of real people. Just a really fun example to show where another aspect of nostalgia came into play when relating to this new show. There were even times when I was much younger than that, where I would sneak on my brother's Xbox and play Left 4 Dead 2, only to then see myself years later watch that very same game be played by one of my favorite all-time gaming content creators, Vanoss, along with his crew of friends. Watching that trailer from Marvel Zombies brought me back to those moments with the tone that it was setting. I don't think this show in any way is going to be something to take seriously with its story and whatnot, but so far it is doing the one thing that it needed to do right, which is set the vibe for what we should expect, especially from someone like me who didn't have that much interest in this show originally. Make it look like nothing but fun and give us awesome moments of zombie killing from our characters left alive who we will be following, and you've practically sold it for a lot of people out there like myself. And that's basically the last thing that I should make a note of before we end off this video, is that the trailer and this show has given me even more sway in an argument that I've been making for years, that Marvel needs to make more unique and interesting stuff like this. I don't believe that Marvel Zombies is technically considered a special, along with the lines of something like the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special or the Werewolf by Night Halloween special that they did a few years back during COVID. I think these unique ideas are what give fans a taste of Marvel that is not just the casual and normal stuff that we've been getting a lot of recently within the main storylines of the films and other TV shows that we've gotten. Something like Werewolf by Night tapped into an aspect of Marvel that you are not going to ever see in the main canon timeline, and that is something that really appealed to a lot of people along with the holiday aspect of it all. Zombies kind of pulls a little weight with that idea in mind, even if not fully, but I mean, how often do you get to see a character like Spider-Man rip the heads off zombies in the most glorious way possible, or someone like Blade fight a zombie version of Ghost in a sword fight? These are the kinds of things that get people excited about this, now that we've gotten the trailer that has put it on a lot of people's day one watch lists for the rest of the year as we approach the now almost end of 2025 for movies and television shows alike. And there you have it. That is my commentary and analysis of the first trailer for the Marvel Zombies television series. Apologies to those who were hoping that I would make a video on Jaws for its 50th anniversary. Thankfully, this trailer came out of nowhere to surprise me to make a video in its stead. On my channel, I am always going to make a video about stuff that I usually like or love to talk about, and this was lucky enough to be something that wowed me. What do you all think of the trailer, and what aspect of this show are you looking forward to the most based on what they showed in it? Leave your comments down below. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe, and if you are new here, turn on that notification bell. I'm trying to build an awesome film community on here, and your support would be appreciated. That's a wrap, folks. I hope everyone here has a wonderful rest of the day, and I will see you all soon for the next video.